It'll be good watching them come in.
So I'm rescuing this bloke in big surf, and on the way back in, I send him down the mine.
Yeah, he's done a good nosedive.
Sending someone down the mine is basically throwing them over a dumping wave head first into a sandbank.
Yeah, it wasn't the textbook rescue. That he had a bit of a nosedive, lost his patience, but good result in the end. He got them all back in.
We got smashed.
Good workout.
I got nosedived down at the mine. And he's gone. He just wanted to get straight out of here. It wasn't my finest rescue, but, you know, it was a rescue nonetheless. You try to avoid those situations, but you can't always. You got to get them in.
It's pretty funny, because you both slipped the board, slipped under you like a banana.
I just felt myself plough him into the sand.
He made it back.
He made it back.
I don't think he's going to thank you, though.
Yeah, why didn't he thank me? Saved his life.
I just want to catch up just 1 or 2 waves at a time.
Pecking order, buddy. You're at the very bottom.
Taco's conduct of late has got him in a bit of strife, and he's now across the road with the bosses.
That's it, mate. Taco as a trainee has been an interesting ride. His water skills are great, but outside of the water, he seems to struggle in other areas.
Taco's come to work late a few times.
I was about 30 seconds, 1 minute late, and these guys are just hammering me.
Taco kind of just like sitting in the tower, waiting for his lunch break to go surfing.
Taco just nosedived and nearly killed someone.
But he is known to eat 8 sandwiches at once, and then he's too full to go out and work.
Yeah, Taco, I think if you're on your radio, sit on the radio. It was on the roof.
The radio's on the roof.
From what I can see, you're going really good at the things that you enjoy doing, but there's a few areas I think you be a little bit more proactive as a team. We've all got to chip in and do the things that people don't like doing, like cleaning the change rooms and restocking the first aid cabinet. And, you know, you'll get extra points if you put your hand up and ask to do them instead of being told to do them.
You got to realise the onus is on you to prove to us that you're good enough to do the job. So,
Taco, now's your time to step it up, mate.
It's a big learning curve, and I'm just doing my best to make sure I can come off good and pass my traineeship.
Sweet. Now, over the next couple of months, you'd like to see some sort of improvement and see his attitude change towards the job and really get into it and show that he really wants to be here and to be amongst the team.
As a trainee, you just got to do whatever you can to impress the boys, basically. Otherwise, you get the cut, you don't get the job.
Right out there. Yeah, get ready.
You're down at the back. If you can hear me, if you're in trouble, put your hand up.
The girl just sort of appeared quite far out, and it's really dangerous. It was a big swell on, you know, so people weren't going too far off the shore break, but somehow this lady just got out there. Before we knew it, she was right at the back, and she was in trouble.
Well, we went out to catch the wave together, and I went over and she went under. When she went under, it took her farther out. I went over and kind of rode it back, so then we got kind of really far really quick. And as they yelled, come back, but then I just saw her kind of riding those waves, slowly getting farther and farther out.
Yeah, boys, you're going to have to go. She's hanging off the guy's surfboard. The guy's just paddled out. Mate, just hug the flags as much as you can, even come on the other side of the flags.
Yeah, those guys out the back, if you can hear us, there is a lifeguard on the way. Just sit tight.
It was a big day at Bondi. Had 6 to 8 foot surf coming in, and doing a rescue in that bigger surf's hard because there's just no break in the waves. You just got to keep punching over, and then hopefully get a break to get out there. It's not easy. Go, Taco.
It is too dangerous to be swimming. We're currently executing a rescue at the back of the flags. Come back into shore, we're going to move the flags up the beach.
But I'm nervous that I can't get out the back because the waves are too consistent, they're too big, and no matter how hard I try, I'm not going to be able to get her. She's too far out and the rescue boards just simply can't get out there. The ladies got swept out the back and I had to go in for the rescue. I had to go a few waves first and I was just thought, oh, please get me out the back. And so basically I'm paddling, I get a good break in the waves, I got a good lull and I just pinned it out the back and I made it. Sakura is from California and she's in Australia on holidays. We were getting drifted down south and that was way too big down there to bring her in, so I started paddling up north a bit where there was less rips and stuff, and then there was a break in the sets and I started paddling to the impact zone. I look back and there's sets coming, just like, oh my gosh, just please do not screw this up. I just want to basically impress Hoppo and all my other team leaders.
Comes a set, look at this fish.
And I just don't want to nosedive or lose her on the board.
So he does.
I just had a big smile on my face going, oh, thank you. It was a successful rescue and big swell.
It was a bloody good effort by Taco. He tackled it well, he got that little window and squeezed through, and he did a champion effort coming in.
Thank you.
Look at Taco, he's got the biggest smile on his face. Good old school board rescue. A lot of guys would have raced down for the ski in the water, you reckon? Good, I love it.
Well, that was the most awesome way to ever get rescued, I have to say.
He's had his grumpy little head on all day because he didn't get to go surfing, but he's done rescue of the day, probably maybe one of the rescues of the year so far, I don't know. I don't think any of the boys could have done better than that. Proud.
Oh, I realized pretty immediately that I was stuck in the riptide. As soon as I saw how far away I got from him, just after one wave, really. I dove under, he rode on top, and we were so far apart.
I was happy your eyes.
Guys, what
Oh my god.
Aww.
Yeah, Talk. Yes. Good rescue, mate. That was a good one. Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, mate, I thought I was going to get smashed on that set. I was like, oh, here we go.
We lost you in the foam and you just popped out.
I was more scared of not making it out the back.
Yeah.
Thought I was just going to get hammered trying to get out.
That's enough thrills for today. Oh my god, I was
like
so
covering
scared.
up.
I was like running up and down the beach.
Yeah, I'm stoked with that rescue.
You're definitely in contention for the best rescue. You're leading the service so far. We're about halfway through the season and you're on the top at the moment. Good work, Taco.
Cheers.
We need these swimmers to return to shore. And bodyboarders without flippers, please remove yourselves from the water.
I saw somebody who needed rescuing, so I went out.
Today, thank you.
Yeah, here we go. This is Chapo's chance of redemption, round 2 on the nosedive. But conditions have not eased up at all. He's facing the same task as he had before. It's not easy. I reckon he could be going 2 from 2. It's going to be in the back of his mind. He's going to know everyone's watching even more than the last one, so I'll see how he goes.
Yeah, we got Chips out the back here, trying to redeem his earlier nosedive, and he's in an even more tricky spot now, but we'll have to wait and see. It should be interesting.
The ride back was a lot more cautious, so I just kind of kept asking surfers whether there were any sets coming, and I just calmly paddled him in through the break.
Half a foot wave.
Sweet. He's managed to get inside the break and made it.
I think he was pretty chuffed with himself when he got back to shore because he knew that banter would stop for a while, so you're only as good as your last rescue.
There was pressure on that one. They would have been bagging me on the shore for sure. He's going to do it again.
Got tugged out. You know, it was going to be a struggle for a swim back in, so I'm glad they came and helped me.
I think he should go again just to make sure. He's only 50-50 now. He needs to get his odds up.
I got rashes, mate. You're in next. We've had a big 3 days. We've definitely all done our jobs really well. When you perform a rescue of someone who's in real trouble in really decent waves that are serious, that's when you can turn around and say, well, you actually saved their lives.
These group are panicking, screaming, but if you panic in the water, you're going to drown.
Shark! Oh my God, man, that was nuts.
There is so much pressure for Kerbox to do this.
I don't think I've ever been so scared in my whole life.
And when we pulled up, I just seen their facial expressions were just like they'd been defeated.
Well, we've got a deceased one.
I knew that this person wasn't going to be alive.